Ismael, the owner of Provecho Calimex, opened his first restaurant just 3 months ago in Culver City, which is a part of the Los Angeles County. But before that, in the year 2019, he was selling his food from home. He would list it on social media and was making sales through there. 2 years later, after his food gained some traction, he decided to place a stand in the street, but the city didn't allow it. Instead of giving up, Ismael figured out how to obtain permits to place his stands at 2 farmers markets, one in Marina del Rey and another in Mar Vista. He was then able to secure a 3rd location for his stand at a brewery, and this gave him the cash flow and confidence to fulfill his dream of opening his first restaurant. If you would like to know the details on how Ismael opened the doors to his first restaurant with $20,000 in savings and a $50,000 loan, make sure to stay tuned.
Hola, mi nombre es Ismael y estoy en el negocio de hacer la mejor comida en Los Ángeles. I come from Oaxaca, and there is like very poor, and I come to support my mom, my dad over there.
There, he got his first job at an agave farm, where agave is harvested and processed into mezcal.
I come here to working like hard. I never work in the kitchen, but I started working in the kitchen like in a fast burger. That's when I started like the kitchen. Just working hard, save money, and just try to open it, and I open now.
Ismael met his wife while both working at the same bakery. He would often cook for her until her
Provecho or Provechito. We get married and we open the restaurant, and we're thinking like, oh, we have to put a Provecho.
For the non-Spanish speaking audience, Provecho or Buen Provecho, it means enjoy your meal, just like the more popular French version, Bon Appetit.
And we think like Calimex is like California, we're in California, so we Provecho Calimex.
Ismael was inspired to open up his own restaurant as a result of the joy that he experienced when making food that people loved. He also felt like he wanted to be his own boss after feeling like his decades of experience were often overlooked by restaurant owners due to him not having formal training in culinary school.
And we make it with love. That's the ingredients we need to make the food like different everybody, you know?
What makes his Mexican restaurant truly special is the unique blend of traditional Oaxacan seasonings with a modern twist in every recipe. Ismael finds that working for himself is very rewarding. He is passionate about his work and mentioned that the most enjoyable part of managing his restaurant is getting to see the customers leave an empty plate behind.
That's maybe like so happy when I see the plate empty.
Ismael was able to open his restaurant with $70,000 in cash. He was able to fund his business by saving $20,000, securing a $50,000 loan, and using cash flow from his stands at the farmers markets and the brewery. While operating his stands, he was able to accumulate savings and build credit, which then allowed him to get that loan. Ismael shared with us that between buying equipment and other operating expenses, his savings and the loan were spent within the first month. The current monthly expenses for his whole business, including the restaurant, catering, and stands, are roughly $5,500 for the rent and utilities, $7,500 for operational supplies and expenses such as food, utensils, and permits, and $4,000 for the $50,000 loan to be paid within a year. All monthly expenses currently average out to about $17,000 per month.
If you wanna work in your dream, it's not impossible. You can do it, like save money, working hard.
As of now, the business of Provecho Calimex as a whole is able to turn a profit with the help of the stands and catering. As the restaurant continues to grow awareness and expand its clientele, it also serves as a home-based kitchen to the other branches of the business. Aside from people driving by and seeing Ismael grill chicken and steak, he also attracts new customers by using social media. He manages his restaurant's social media with the help of his daughter, son, and wife. It's a real family business. Provecho Calimex attracts a diverse client base. Ismael tells us that the great food and customer service is not only what brings people back, but also gets new customers through the door.
We serving the food. We try to be nice with them. We asking like opinions, how they like the food, saying, oh, this and this sometimes. And I try to make it more better. But most of the time, they don't complain nothing. They just say, oh, they like the food.
The biggest driver for acquiring new customers is the positive reviews shared both online and through word of mouth. Ismael also shares with us how starting and managing a business can be tough on your family life.
It's hard with the family. I don't have time with my family. It's barely, just like maybe like half hour, just like 1 hour maybe sometimes. But it's hard to have a business and family.
Ismael's daily routine is waking up early and preparing for the workday. He creates a list of daily to-dos and reviews it every morning with his team. This helps everyone, including himself, be more effective throughout the day. Ismael finds waking up early the most challenging part of his job.
Wake up early is like, sometimes I have a bad dream. I have a lot of order and I can handle it. I can do it. And it just wake me up, and waking up is like, it's time to come to work. And that's my alarm sometimes.
Ismael mentions his past experiences with dysfunctional management while working with other restaurants.
We start working hard. They treat you good. When they out, they don't treat you good the same way. And that makes me upset too. And I said, I think I want to open my own business.
He believes that communication between employees is key, and that if they're comfortable and happy, it reflects on their work and their enthusiasm. One of Ismael's biggest lessons was to make sure to put money aside for taxes. During his first year of operating his stands, Ismael didn't charge taxes for his food and hadn't saved much of his earnings. He was hit with a $14,000 tax fee at the end of the year that he hadn't saved for. He confirms that this has been his biggest lesson. Ismael's advice to aspiring restaurant owners is to save money and build credit. He confirms that starting a restaurant from the ground up is possible, but will require some patience and capital. The more money you have to work with, the more leverage you'll have to make your business successful.
The next step is I want to have the restaurant full bar. So I want to have my bar with mezcal, make tortillas, handmake. That's my dream. That's my next dream.
If you would like to support Ismael on his journey and savor the blend of tradition with innovation, you are welcome to visit any of his locations. We will add the addresses to Provecho Calimex on the description. Subscribe for more inspiring business stories, and only if you really like the video, give us a like. Thank you all for watching.